All right, back at the corner. So this section is actually one of my big pet peeves. So when I'm running, I run this area a lot because there's things to look at. It's a fun place. It's a great place to take your dog on a walk, your kids, because, well, there are sidewalks, but there's also things to see. But throughout a lot of this stretch, say you're a 8-year-old kid on a bike, you probably should be on the sidewalk, right? Totally legal in Arkansas and probably the safest place for small children. But you can't because it's been overflowed with trees, just kind of runaway weeds, and come on, puppy. For as long as I've been around, which gets you through more than 4 seasons. So typically, if I'm running this road, I'll run on the other side on the sidewalk, and when I run into a place where the sidewalk has some kind of impediment, I hop out into the road with the safety of the Sharrow and facing traffic. People do appear to be looking out for other people when they come through there. And we're back to going uphill. So, one of the things we talked about earlier is the speed differential. That was probably in part 1 when I realized I was going up a hill. But the speed differential of someone on a bike who is climbing a hill, even in the best of shape, you slow down. But for most of us, you slow down a lot. In fact, if you're me, you actually slow down until about 3/4 of the way up the hill. You stop and you get off your bike and you walk it the rest of the way. And at that point, you get out of the bike lane because it's polite, and you get to wherever the safe place for walkers is. You face the traffic. It's kind of a pain, but it's what happens when you're not in the best of shape. Coming up through here, it's kind of hard to tell, but these are pretty big overgrowths. And there's always cars parked here, so you got to jump all the way out of the sidewalk and get around that car. If you're going farther than we are, you're kind of catching your breath for a second here while it flattens out, because you go around the curve and then there's more hills. It's all hills. But this is going to lead us to where the current proposed bike lanes would end. So what we're trying to do really is to get up to this intersection at Van Buren, where there are some lanes on the side of the road. Van Buren also has good sidewalks, and it takes you straight all the way down to Markham and into War Memorial Park. So it's taking you to the zoo. It's taking you to War Memorial. It's taking you to the Jim Daly Fitness Center. It's taking you to Cal's Children's Library, which has an awesome garden and some really well-studied access between all of them. And I think that's really the cog in the wheel of transportation in Little Rock, is to really look at areas like that have so many assets and figure out how we use that as the center of the wheel, and how do we get the spokes going in every direction. And I think, of course, downtown is another one of those areas. But this intersection would be the end of the lanes. Now the Sharrows go on and on and on up Kavanaugh, all the way up the hill. But you can see we kind of merge back. Get the dog out of the road. Kind of, at this point, merge the Sharrows down into the bike lanes that continue on. We'll catch up and I'll take you around the War Memorial area on another day, because we're now up to about 85 degrees. So I'll take the dog back to the car, and I really appreciate you watching this. Please leave me some comments. Let me know if there's some areas that you want to take a look at or that you'd like to get some more visibility for. Thank you.